What's going on, everybody? This is an episode from the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast. Do you like podcasts and you want to see the full podcast? Make sure you check out the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast on all your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, among many others. But you're listening to the episode right here on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button and below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button to NC Studios and NC Level Up for all your gaming needs. This is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. We were talking about a lot of stuff about Vince McMahon. For those who don't know,
this man here,
bruh, I'm telling y'all right now, I want everybody, including Prime, whenever he come back, please stop saying it's Vince McMahon. He'll find his way back. This stuff got
no. Oh yeah, y'all.
This
I don't know what crack y'all smoke.
Going.
You know what it is? I don't even want to say. I was gonna say y'all on drugs. I was gonna say y'all was on drugs, but I'm not gonna do that. It's so like the boogeyman is going, y'all. Y'all can come from under the blanket. It's all right. Like the big bad wolf is gone. He gone, y'all. Like the demon has been exorcised, man. He gone.
I'm reading this from NBC News. Not Fightful. Not Craig Seats. Not WrestleVote. Not any of them wrestlers. I'm reading this from NBC News. WWE, the headline, WWE founder Vince McMahon is under federal investigation surrounding sex trafficking allegations, sources say. Federal investigation.
The FBI.
This thing is gotten serious, and they have said that this is the tip of the eye. It's so bad.
Bro, how much more iceberg we got? Damn, Vince.
This thing is so bad. John Laurinaitis turned his back on Vince.
Oh.
Yes, it's in here.
Excuse me.
People power.
That man up there singing like a canary. He got that Coke and the McDonald's fries at the table.
This rat walked off the plank and said deuces and dove into the river. That's what he did. He got off the boat, and it ain't gonna work.
Anytime you see that first 48, my man, they got a Coke in there with them that McDonald's or something else to eat. He's singing.
McMahon, last week the company, McMahon and former WWE executive were sued by a former employee alleging those crimes, right? Mm-hmm. McMahon has also discussed being under federal investigation and having his phone seized by federal officials.
Oh.
A senior level WWE executive and another personal friend told NBC News.
Hey, look, I know y'all just figured out that you could go and read deleted text messages on iPhones. No, you don't got them problems over here. However, the government been doing that shit. Yeah. They don't care what you deleted. Unless you scrub the hard drive of your phone, them messages are still there. Somewhere in the ether, the messages is floating around.
Hey, you don't think they'll go to Consumer Cellular and find all?
Hey yo, not Vince having a jitterbug. Jitterbug.
Bruh. Man, still flipping that shit over. Oh, look at this. It's kind of grainy, but look at it.
Did you see that nipple right there? Yeah. Like, I definitely see him wilding the fuck out with a flip phone. Is that a Sprint flip phone?
Talk about something they don't make a track. I ain't put the antenna up. Don't lay on the mic.
I'm so sorry. This is not funny. I promise you we're not laughing at the situation. Oh, man. Vince got the last BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Very last.
Though McMahon denied accusations in last week's suit, he resigned one day later. Executive chairman of the board of TKO Group, WWE parent company, also stepped down from the TKO board of directors and is no longer head of WWE. Now, this thing, I don't think people understand how serious this thing is gotten. Mm-hmm. They're saying that there are more women ready to come out.
There's always.
And there's always, but they also said that this could have been a thing where he, as you were saying earlier, he didn't have authorization by WWE for these NDAs. Mm-hmm. And if if I'm correct now, I want to make sure that's why you're here. If you commit a sex crime or abuse or even the R word, doesn't that now void the NDA?
I don't know. It depends on what's in the NDA.
Okay.
The issue.
Hold on now, y'all heard about the NDA though, right?
No, what happened?
Speak, second.
Oh, the NDA might not even be enforceable because they said it was done under. They said it was done behind the backs of WWE. They had no idea that there was an NDA out, so it might not even be enforceable.
Yeah, well, there you go. But once here's the thing, you can, I think what maybe you're referring to is if you sign an NDA, but a criminal, like something criminal happens, so then it makes it null and void. But the thing that is going to make this complicated is WWE does business all over the place. So if you are doing things across state lines, then we get into federal charges for things and investigation for things. And yes, sex trafficking does not necessarily just mean somebody snatched you up in a van and sent you somewhere. It's an umbrella term, but I don't know. Maybe it would null and void the NDA if he was out here doing criminal activities. And it probably would definitely null and void the NDA if the company was not, that you're putting this NDA under, was not aware of it. You can be the boss all you want, but there's always other people to answer to.
A lawyer for John Laurinaitis said,
"Oh Jesus!"
My client vigorously,
I'm sorry,
denies the allegation raised against him in the lawsuit.
Okay.
John Laurinaitis is trying to get away. He is throwing Vince.
You say get the fuck up out of Dodge.
Under the bus, it's like he's throwing him under the bus, and as he's running away, Vince still got the hook like this. Gotcha. No, and you fall, and you being dragged back the hell out.
It's the record. He running.
Boy.
What Vince Staples says, should have zigzag. Now he got his back wet. Listen.
Yeah.
You ain't like that.
Listen.
Come
on, bruh. You thought you was gonna get out of it. Just because you say I vigorously deny it, that don't mean they're gonna be like, oh, we'll just leave him alone.
No.
Unless you finna go snitch, you coming down with this shit, my man.
But John Laurinaitis is about to get dragged back to hell like them demons and ghosts. Where they came up there and got all the bad people.
Come on, man.
He's like,
Not ghosts.
Yeah, and they just dragged him down to hell. That's happened to John Laurinaitis, bro. You can't run. No, don't run.
Don't run. I knew it was coming. We can't do this when we're sleepy.
It has gotten to that level.
Hey, man.
Right now, honestly, there is a strong chance that, whatever they can find, and if there is really this abuse, stuff like that, Vince could find his way in jail.
Yeah. Okay.
I
believe it when I see it.
Yeah, I do agree with you now because
this man hush-hushed a murder charge. I know that was a different era, but still, I believe it when I see it.
There are a lot of situations and things that is on board to come out. Hence why I try to take this distraction away. There was that Rita Chatterton from 1992, the first female referee of the company, accused McMahon of rape.
Yeah, that was not a thing where like, oh, they really just made that go away.
Yeah. And then and there are just other things that is said to be like they are building themselves a case. And they build themselves a pretty big case that this is going to be a terrible stain on WWE. And I don't know, honestly, and I don't know if I would even want them to find a way around it.
That boy going under the jail.
No, I'm not saying I want him to find. Okay, please, don't mistake me saying I believe it when I see it that I want him to get away with this. Fuck no. He can go toss him into 2 jails. I'm just saying. I don't know what the outcome will be. And hey, if it happens,
I've seen a lot of people like digging up old stuff. So now like there's an interview out. Tori Wilson was saying how like she felt like disgusting and like traumatized doing all them bra and panties matches, and like
Vince had some scenes with her in the back too, like disgusting.
Yeah, people were bringing up the stuff with was the wrestler that passed, Ashley something. They were bringing stuff up about her and saying like maybe Vince had something to do with it. I don't know. It was like, I don't like speaking, I don't like bringing up the dead, just let them rest. But like, the way this is going, who knows? You feel me?
Exactly. That and Laurinaitis and all that. That's why you start seeing Vince's people jump off the ship, like Kevin Dunn, who all of a sudden is like, yeah, I'm out of here. After all the years,
be on the wall.
Be on the wall, like, yeah, I'm out of here. Hey, y'all go get yourself a new producer. I'm out of here. Yeah, this thing was building up, and it just came boiling over. And boy, it is not looking good. For the first time, when these things kind of happen, it was like, now this thing is really not looking good. Federal investigation ain't nothing to fuck with.
But see, and I agree, but this is the thing that I think folks don't really stop and think about. This is not the first or the second time that someone has accused this man of doing something inappropriate. And I'm just using the word inappropriate. Just in general. There are things much more horrendous than inappropriate behavior that he's been accused of. Shit that we've seen. And that was allowed to happen.
Yeah.
The culture and work environment that was allowed to happen in wrestling and many places, period, for a long time was wild. Like, shit that should have never happened, regardless of the era. Because I hate when they say that, that was just how things were back in the day. They shouldn't have been like that back then either.
No, they shouldn't have.
And, just like the whole completely, different example. Just like chair shots, right?
Yeah.
People was getting knocked over the head with real fucking folding chairs for years. Oh, that's just how it was. And now you got people who have CTE and have lost their fucking minds out here doing horrendous crimes and things to themselves because that's just how it was back in the day. No. We cannot just run with the excuse of, that's what they was doing. It was acceptable. At some point, you have to answer for your crimes. And the chickens was going to come home to roost. I don't know if maybe Vince at this point probably thought he really was untouchable. And he could just get away with whatever. But eventually, something was going to happen. Because it's not like when we was talking about this the first time. It's not like this happened 10 years ago. This happened during the pandemic. Like, what? Sir, you 70. Just out here wreaking havoc.
78, yeah.
Just wreaking havoc. What are you doing?
But even so, to your point of saying that, this ain't the first... We know this ain't... Vince McMahon's been discussing an asshole for years.
He's been wilding forever.
But he has nothing to fall back on now.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He has nothing to fall back on. He can't fall back on his people on the board because, shit, ain't nobody on there. You got Dwayne on there.
He lost most of his voting shares.
Yeah. You don't own the company no more. Now, he's in the company, and then you probably feel as though that Aria Emanuel stabbed you in the back. That's probably because I'm pretty sure, them being buddy, like, me selling you this, protect me, because I don't got that protection no more. Well, guess what? Yeah, one thing that can kill the brotherhood of the good old boys club is the money.
I say, as a cutthroat businessman, you should have known the first thing that folks are gonna look out for is self.
Yeah,
they gonna look out for their money, their investment, themselves.
Yep.
Now, come on, bruh. You really thought that? You really thought because you sold him this company instead of NBC, instead of the Saudis, or instead of whoever else, that they was going to provide you an umbrella when it started raining? Hell no. What did you think?
It said get wet. Not in that way either.
Not get wet. I don't know. I just think that you're right. He don't have nothing to fall back on. I think that he really thought he wasn't going to get, like, this was never going to come back to bite him, because I can't imagine weaseling your way back into a company to just for the sake of selling, because that's what that all was about. Mm-hmm. So that you could orchestrate the sale of the company, and you was at home doing dirt, knowing that eventually they was going to look into all of this for you to even sell the company.
Yeah.
You put yourself in this predicament.
Well, we're going to have to keep our eyes peeled and see what's really going to happen, because, bruh, it's about to get very, very tight in here, and ain't nothing Dwayne and Roman in the main event is going to take away from that. Because when they start fighting stuff and they start releasing stuff, it's just going to be
shitstorm.
It's just gonna be shitstorm. Like I said, this is the tip. We not even in there yet.